You had, on this case, Rock Island, the people of Rock Island had myself, they had Rick Schwind, who's been doing this for 30 years, they had Elward, who's doing it for 20, and Nate, 15, 16. All of us had done cases from DUI to capital murder. And that's a wealth of experience sitting around the table, looking at it, and pulling this thing apart and looking at it from all angles. And the goal was to do justice. What we thought we did, whether everyone at the table agrees, was accomplish that goal. And I think we did it, I think we did a really, really good job of how we handled it and what we did. Going through the documentation, asking the right questions, firming things up, and then ultimately putting it right on him in a room. He was leaving, and he knew it. He knew it as he sat there.
Were additional charges ever considered beyond the one charge of...
We sat around tables like this for hours. Hours. Where there'd be styrofoam cups of coffee, and we're running out of coffee on this issue. I can't tell you how much went into the charging decision here. Yeah, we spent a great deal of time going through a variety of different charges before we decided on this charge.
Some that come to mind for me are obviously obstruction of justice.
Sure.
What are some of the other ones? I mean,
well, I think you could look at, possibly, you could look at obstruction of justice, and there'd be that. I think when you're the state's attorney engaging in this type of conduct, you're in a position of trust and authority. We thought of a lot of, I feel uncomfortable because we were really kind of anything, it was, their first meetings were anything goes. I can talk about, in a nutshell, our goal was to get him out of office. The fastest we could get him out of office, we thought, was the best for the folks around here. It was a room like this, and Mr. Terronez came down. He and his attorney sat on one side of the room. Rick Schwind, Bill Elward, Steve Nate, and I. Steve might not have been there. I don't know I believe Brett Stratton was also there, the chief deputy. But I don't know if Steve was there. I just can't recall.
okay.
And we presented Mr. Terronez with the evidence we had. We did it in a fashion like one would do a capital murder closing argument. Politics had nothing to do with this. I spent time with the Attorney General on these issues. We, as a group, the only thing that was ever looked at in this case was what's justice, was a pursuit of justice. That's it.